Wanted to let you know.
Yeah. So the challenge is, like, I think we hit that the subtlety of Mr. Flack approaching that caution wet floor type of thing. And then Gabe uses that as his chance to bolt, but then he recalls that later, but not like a flashback, because I feel like the viewers can just kind of put that together. So Gabe, please meet me in the hallway to discuss your grade.
He'll look up and then he'll like, or he'll have like a bottle, he'll have like a cup of water, and like he'll be like trying to get out, and the robots will be like, let's see, he has like this walk, I don't know, he's spitting idea. He's going to the door and he's like, please let me out, and they're like, we need to talk to you in the hall, and he's like, he looks like outside and there's like water and dripping, and he's like, the water, he just spits.
Wait, I got an idea. Okay, so going with the water on the floor idea, Miss Flack is trying to back him into the corner, and when Gabe walks back into the corner, Flack doesn't fully walk to him, and basically Gabe looks down and sees that there's water and the caution sign as well there. I don't know.
Yeah, so I think Mr. Flack moves slowly toward Gabe and stops right before a caution wet floor
Mr. Flack will like look up like
sign.
Like, dropping dripping water from the ceiling. You know what I mean? So it's not just like
Oh yeah, so like it's not like something that was just normally mopped.
It's like a
So Gabe notices the hesitation, and we can put that in there. Notices the hesitation and takes advantage of the situation and bolts. Yeah. And out the door. So maybe the lights turn on when Mr. Flack comes in, approaching Gabe slowly, backing him into the corner. Listen, the only way to stop them is to... Asher stops mid-sentence. The light turns on, and Mr. Flack is revealed holding a plug that Asher was presumably plugged into.
It's like a red light.
The red light?
Unplugged it and like the vital signs on like the monitor go red, and you see Mr. Flex like genuine smile. Yeah. It's not like a plugged in. It's more of like a, can I see you in the hall, please? So like
Gabe, please meet me in the hall to discuss your grade.
With like the thing crackling, like the vital signs going like beep 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 beep.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go serious.
But I think we can freeze you completely, and there's a way to do that visually, which looks cool, it's an actual frozen image. Okay, Mr. Flack and out the door. Gets around Mr. Flack and out the door. So yeah, caution wet floor sign. Gabe notices the hesitation and takes advantage, and I think stops right in front of a caution wet floor sign with water slowly dripping from the ceiling. Mr. Flack takes a step back, slowly looks down and takes a step back, slowly looks to the floor and takes a step back. Gabe notices the hesitation and takes advantage of the situation and escapes around Mr. Flack and out the door. Okay, let's go back to our beat sheet. Gabe decides to pretend to be a robot, enters classroom, and conforms to robot activities. Do we need to do this part, or should we just, now that he has the idea, he's being surrounded, he realizes he has a lighter, and then he sees the thing. Yeah, and then we have him find a chair, and then the whole school is there's sprinklers going off. Does that work? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can do that where we just we can get that's pretty easy to do. If we have like a tripod shot, or even not, we could even do it without a tripod shot. But just have water just go everywhere, and then the robots are just frozen, and then you just hear you see smoke, and then you could even do like a slow pan, and so you see all the robots die. Okay, and then at the very end, I think it'd be cool. Like Gabe thinks he just defeated everybody in the room.
And he also came back up. He like realizes that like the caution and like water.
Yeah, I think there needs to be some kind of cool. Isn't that what we decided? Oh, then he wakes up,
The process is, yeah, he like suddenly wakes up.
and then Mr. Flack does a glitchy thing or something.
He's like,
Mr.
oh,
Flack
I was
goes,
just agreeing.
all right, we're gonna review our grades, and like Gabe's like looking down at it. And he goes,
What if he wakes up, gets scared about Mr. Flack, and proceeds to grab a water, some form of water thing, pour it on him?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
or like Mr.
Yeah.
Flack, or like,
Where it is just all a dream.
we're gonna review our grades, and Gabe looks straight up like that, and then Mr. Flack like has a huge smile. He goes, let's start with Gabe, and you're like,
so Alex just said that when Gabe wakes up, and then everybody's looking at him and kind of laughs, and then he sees Mr. Flack, and then Gabe has a water bottle, and he goes.
Mr. Flack's like,
Mr. Flack's like, "What are you doing?"
that's
know?
really funny. And then he sits back down, and he goes like,
Gabe, please meet me in the hallway to discuss your grade. And then Gabe looks up, and then the screen goes black.
that's pretty cool.
Does that feel fun? Okay, so here's how we need to end. We need to end. We'll probably have to finish this next week, but I think he bolts out the door, and then he tries to go escape the building, and the doors are locked, and he can't get out. And then he sees all the students coming towards him slowly.
Okay, so how does he say that? Does he go back into the room closet and like try to
No, and then he realizes the only way to stop him is he figures out that it's water. He's like, water. Or something. Maybe he says it.
He looks up at the weekend, it's like one of those things. And then he's like, and then he looks down, it's like you follow him.
Maybe there's another thing where a robot is like
going around a puddle or something. Yeah. And then he looks up at the thing, he's like, holy, why was he? And then he realizes, and then he looks, and then he looks at the weekend and figures out that it's like one of those.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay.
And so he gets a chair. All right, just eat this, robots.
Yeah, but like, or he like looks up and he's like thinking, and then he's like, okay, it's the water. And then he looks down and he sees like a gasoline tank for some reason that's in the school, like in the left, and then like a slow mo of him like opening the door with like a mop, and he's like whacking robots left and right with a mop, and then he like starts like to spray them all with gasoline, and then like he gets over to like a spot where he gets up high, and he like flicks the thing on, and he's like, yeah, or something like that, and you toss it on. Mr. Flack's like, I don't know, help. Mr. Flack says the answer, and then he flicks it on and like tosses it. It's like a slow motion, and Mr. Flack like, no, and it's like starts to burn, and then like cuts like the sprinklers, and like you can see Mr. Flack like going like Gabe, 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 falling, and then he'll wake up, and then he'll be saying
Yeah.
Gabe, Gabe. I'll be like, oh.
Or we could do, so I like that. I want to wake up like he's scared, like Mr. Flack, like Mr. Flack wasn't a part of whoever, and then Gabe thinks he won, and he turns around and he sees Mr. Flack.
And he just gets it in the face like,
There you are. And then he reaches for him, and then Gabe falls off the chair or something, and then he wakes up or
Yeah,
something.
maybe just a fact like in the robot, like pushes him, and he like I don't know, like pushes him to the ground kind of thing. How would robots like no.
Trust
He,
fall.
pushes him so he's like on the ground, and then that's when he falls off the chair and realizes.
or like you can go back to when Mr. Flack is saying Gabe, Gabe, like to get him to wake up, and then like Gabe wakes up and sees that Mr. Flack's there, so he grabs his water bottle and he's like freaked out, and like tosses it in your face. I just really want to see you. And then you're like, what the heck? What are you doing? And then you sit down, and then you're like, okay. Anyway, we're gonna start with some grade reviews, and Gabe looks up like, oh no, and then he turns to Gabe and he goes, let's start with you, Gabe, and then it ends.
Yeah, something like that.
Where he goes, you wish, you crazy robot. He's like, what?
That's rude. Detention.
No, he's like,
Gabe looks around and sees the robot slowly.
Now, like, he pours the water on him after, like, he wakes up. It's like, that's what you get. You get it, like, just give the most, like, really type of face, most disappointed look on your face. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You say something, you proceed to say, Gabe, please meet me in the hallway to discuss your grade, like in a more
Yeah.
human-esque way.
Yeah. Gabe looks around. So let's get back to where he notices at least robots approaching, and he notices one robot approach a puddle and clearly avoids a puddle. But there wouldn't be a puddle like in the school.
Well, let's say it's leaking. It's really rainy outside. So let's say he's sleeping and he's looking outside and he's like, wow, it's really rainy. It's like a drowsy day. And then like he sees like water running down it. He thinks he goes.
Yeah.
I got another way to prove it. Like, for instance, he looks outside, it's raining outside, and he sees a robot like just like frozen outside in the rain.
It's like, oh, there's Jerry.
There's Jerry. How come he's not moving? Yeah. So we'll put this in for now. Gabe looks around and sees robot slowly approaching. He notices a certain robot go around a puddle on the floor. He puts 2 and 2 together and devises a plan.
So maybe he's like looking at the water and he feels like he sees the room closet, so he closes it. He's like sitting there like, what do I do? And then he sees the water dripping like down, and he like holds his hand out and he like feels the water. And then he looks up and he sees one of those things. That's how he like finds out that that's what he's gonna do. And then he grabs. Are we just doing the gasoline thing, or is that out of the?
So let's do. Gabe notices fire sprinklers, ceiling fire sprinklers that are placed everywhere in the building.
And then Mr. Flex like it's over, and then
grabs a chair and ignites the lighter, and
or it's like they start to open the door, and he's like,
holds
this is it, and he like holds the lighter.
it
Nothing
up
happens.
to the lighter. Holds it up to the sprinkler. Is that what holds it up to the sprinkler? And then what can we say here that's funny? Eat this, robots.
Drink this, robots.
He's like, take a shower.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so drink this, or
He's
I wanna
"Mr.
say,
Black, I never liked your mustache."
suck this. But what should we say here?
You feel like- that's really good salad.
Yeah.
For a bunch of robots who don't have body, like you sure you stink.
Yeah.
No, but that's like a lot of people say that. Or we could do like that. He finds the hairspray in the Mac, and so when he find it, and he looked at it. He's like, for a bunch of something, you really need to something. And then he goes, oh, spray like the roof.
Be like, you guys need to chill out.
Chill.
Guys need to chill out, cool down. All right.
If you look at me,
Yeah, you guys need to chill out.
Poor Gabe is gonna be like, what is this dialogue, guys?
All right, we're gonna finish this on Tuesday. I need to quit. Thanks for your thoughts, Alex. We'll finish this on Tuesday.
When do we start filming?
All right, see ya.